Trash Stars, it's me, Penny Angela. Welcome back to my channel. I know my last few videos have been a little bit down and depressing, but we're gonna try to get ourselves out of that friggin' funk. So today's video is something I've been really wanting to do for quite some time, and that is talking about brands that need to revive the vibe. What do I mean by revive the vibe? Brands that were really cool back in the early mid 2000s that I feel need to bring back their old designs, their old vibe, because I feel like they would totally be super successful now, especially with the resurgence of Y2K and Mcbling. If you want to hear more about that, keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to join the Trash Star family. We have a whole lot of fun here. Sometimes it gets real, sometimes it gets dark, sometimes it gets happy, sometimes it gets depressing, sometimes there's a cat. Sometimes I'm drinking a freaking pink probiotic soda, not sponsored, but I wouldn't mind if they did. Let's get into the list, bitch. Okay. The first brand that we are going to be discussing is Juicy Couture. Now, we all know Juicy Couture. Obviously, if you are a Y2K, Mcbling, trashy 2K girly, you know about Juicy Couture, bitch. We all love Juicy Couture. It's an iconic 2000s it girl brand. Every single it girl from Paris Hilton, who was basically the unofficial official spokesperson of the pink Juicy velour tracksuit. Juicy also makes jewelry and handbags and accessories that are also super cute and blingy and fun. If you were around back in the early 2000s, you know that if you had on a Juicy Couture tracksuit, that you were that bitch. Everyone wanted to be you. And honey, those tracksuits did not come cheap. I've never owned a Juicy tracksuit in my life, and I still currently do not own one now because those Depop sellers are running amok with these prices, honey. It's probably even more buying one now than it was back then. What I loved about early Juicy Couture is that it was cute, fun, and super girly. It had a splash of rock and roll and a splash of tackiness. It was pretty much everything that a girl could want. Pink, leopard print, bling, rhinestones. I mean, it had something for everyone. Currently, Juicy is blowing back up again on TikTok. There are so many creators wearing Juicy vintage tracksuits or Juicy inspired velour tracksuits with the bling on the booty. And because Juicy original designs are still everyone's favorite, it leads a lot of buyers, as I said, to go to Depop. All those buyers on Depop could actually be going to Juicy Couture if they were making things that their audience wants, which is basically their OG design. So you may be wondering, why is Juicy Couture not giving us what they want? Obviously, fans are saying they want OG Juicy back. So then bring back OG Juicy. New designs of Juicy Couture aren't exactly what buyers want. So Juicy was sold in 2013, 2014. The original owners of Juicy Couture is Pamela Levy and Jayla Taylor. And they sold the company for a nice chunk of change. Why would they sell something that all these it girls and celebrities were wearing? Why would you sell that? Why would you sell your baby? The 2007 recession and financial crisis greatly affected the brand. Wait for sirens, I live in LA, bitch! As I said, the 2007 recession financial crisis greatly affected the brand. It led them to not being able to keep up with the contemporary fast fashion, trends change, fashion change, and they felt they weren't able to keep up with the current market's demands. 2013, 2014 time, that's when the Tumblr era was starting to happen. The Lana Del Rey, the Sad Girl, the Taylor Momsen, Pretty Reckless, that was slowly starting to come in, and we were slowly starting to enter that King Kylie era. Now, that Mcbling look, it wasn't happening. And obviously after a financial crisis, a recession, people weren't really being blinged out and flashy like they used to be because, bitch, they couldn't afford it. They couldn't afford it. So current Juicy Couture is sold at places like Ross, Marshalls, Burlington Coat Factory. That's definitely not a couture vibe. Having that brand in those stores, to me, I don't know how I feel about it. I do like that it's super accessible and that Juicy Couture, it was something that was super expensive, at least to me. A tracksuit could run you at least it would be $120 for the top and another $100 for the bottoms. That was at least around $220, $250 for a whole tracksuit. And If you're a teenager in high school, that is a lot of money, and it's still a lot of money now for just one outfit, you know? So as I said, I do feel that being sold at those retailers, those lower end retailers, you know, it kind of cheapens the brand. Juicy Couture used to have a boutique in Beverly Hills. I believe it was on Rodeo Drive, one of my friends said. I wasn't living in LA, obviously, at the time when Juicy was big, but they did have locations in Beverly Hills. It was considered bougie, you know what I mean? At least like mid-tier bougie, not, you know, sold at Burlington Coat Factory or deep in the bins at Ross. Let's step away from that a little bit and let's bring back Juicy. A lot of us totally would not mind spending the money, especially since some of us are older. I wasn't able to fully participate in Juicy back then because obviously I grew up really poor and I wasn't able to afford $200 on a tracksuit, and back when I was younger, that was just not in my cards, okay? Juicy's latest designs are missing that factor. They're really missing that passion that Pamela and Jayla had. Obviously, it was their baby, so of course they were putting their heart and soul into Juicy. And I think buyers now can kind of see that the designs are missing something. They're missing passion. They're missing love for the brand. And now it just seems like a cash grab, kind of. Let's just put JC on some bags. Does it even say Juicy Couture anymore? Old Juicy bags, most of them would have the whole Juicy Couture written on it, and now like you'll see a lot of like little Juicy makeup bags. Even on their website, it just says JC. I want y'all to spell out the whole Juicy Couture. Like, come on. In my opinion, the current Juicy Couture looks like a knockoff version of Betsy Johnson to me, but like not in a cool way. The original owners did offer to buy Juicy back, and they declined the offer, and I believe the offer was like $200 or $300 million. They offered to buy it back, and that kind of shows you how much they see what's happening to the brand, how much, you know, people are willing to spend money to get those OG Juicy designs back. And I really hope that they can come to some sort of resolution to revive the brand, because as I said, like all they have to do is bring back those like classic Juicy Couture bags with all the charms and the little trinkets and the hearts and the zebra print, all of it. Same thing for just like the jewelry and all of it. Like, it's missing that Juicy passion, and I feel Juicy obviously is being revived now, but I feel like it can go like even bigger if they allow the original owners to at least get back in that like room with them and the creative design team. The thing about TikTok, there is a whole new demographic that are super young and willing to spend. These are most likely like teenagers or college students. You may have bills, but you know, those student loan refund checks, honey, can go to it can go towards buying Juicy, bitch, okay? I currently don't own any Juicy, original or not. I'm trying to find like a Juicy bag, but I also feel I don't want to be scammed on Depop or anything. There are some fake Juicy bags around there, and you know what would solve that problem? If Juicy just made new bags that look like the OG designs. How simple, just how simple. I truly don't understand why brands don't listen to their consumers. The next brand that we are going to discuss today is Playboy. We all know Playboy, and Playboy represents so much, especially in the bimbo, trashy 2K community. It represents so much just to women in general. Playboy is synonymous with being a bombshell and sexy and wild and fun, and of course the girls next door. In the early 2000s, I definitely say Playboy gave off that cigarette mom / cool older sister energy. Her room will be filled with those Playboy like trashy bunny pillows and zebra print and pink and black, and that's what I think of early 2000s Playboy. Now Playboy today, you know, let's get into it. Playboy is a brand that works with all aesthetics. I love the Playboy merch that looks really 70s. Of course, I love the classic 1970s Playboy Playmate era. 70s Playboy is my personal favorite era of Playboy. Playboy's current apparel vibe isn't necessarily bad. It still has some 70s elements to it, but it's still missing something. There's something I feel a little bit off, I guess, about the current Playboy. And I don't know if this is because obviously Hugh Hefner is not here. I don't know if the company has been sold, but obviously Playboy doesn't even do print anymore. Playboy has completely changed over the years. And I wonder if that new direction has something to do with the current Playboy model in terms of the way the designs are being manufactured. Current Playboy apparel, it feels different. I don't necessarily see something on like the Playboy merch website where I'm like, oh my god, that's so cute, I need it, as I would like going on eBay and finding vintage Playboy stuff from even the 70s or the 90s or early 2000s. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that's because Playboy has kind of stepped away from that super sexy image that we all love Playboy for. And obviously Playboy, it means something else today, you know, and not saying that's good or bad, but it's different. If you are a purist Playboy fan, you want your classic Playboy bunny vibes. And there's nothing wrong with that. Done a lot of partnerships. I believe they did one with Pretty Little Thing, which is a fast fashion retailer. I believe they also did one with PacSun. Maybe Wild Fox, I'm not sure. I know they did a lot of different collabs with different brands, and I feel that kind of, I don't know, it gives like a vibe that I'm not exactly sure how to describe. Like, I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, especially with the fast fashion. I don't really know how I feel about that. But whatever it is, to me personally, the vibe does feel off. It feels just a little bit too, I don't want to say, I don't know how to say it. It just feels like it's trying to be marketed towards everyone. And everything doesn't have to be for everyone. It's okay to have some shit for certain type of people. It's okay to have some shit strictly for stripper bitches. It's okay to have some shit strictly for rock and roll bitches. It's okay to have some shit strictly for I don't fucking know, anime fans. Like, it's okay. I feel like Playboy now is just trying to like appease the masses, and I'm one of those people, like, I'm not necessarily trying to appease the masses. I'm trying to appease a specific demographic, my trash stars, that understand my vibe, they understand my sense of humor, they're not easily offended, they're wild, they're funny, they're free, and they like the same stuff I do. So my advice to Playboy is bring back those Playboy bunny pillows, bring back the trashy Playboy vibes. I know Playboy even used to have like tracksuits. I would see girls with them in school. Like, Playboy had their own Juicy Couture type vibe going on in the 2000s, and I feel like Playboy needs to bring that back as well. Girl wearing Playboy, like a Playboy tank top, and you know she would have her fucking tongue or eyebrow pierced. You know what I mean? And she would have thin brows. Like, yes, you do. Bring back those type of clothes. I am telling you, it would do so well. Not saying Playboy needs my help. They're like a multi-million, billion, quadrillion dollar company. But I'm just saying, and also for my own selfish needs, I would like to buy it. And the last brand on this list is Hustler. If you're not familiar with Hustler, and how the hell are you not familiar with Hustler if you watch me and if you're a trash star? Hustler, Hardcore, Send 74, honey, and Hardcore, Send 74. Hustler is a more explicit version of Playboy. Hustler and Penthouse, yeah, honey, they went there. Now, the old school Hustler had a lot of like rock and roll elements, a lot of pink and black and like angel wings and that like tattoo cursive type of font, and old school Hustler is just like super sexy. Hustler recently had a collaboration with the very problematic Dolls Kill, and I'm not gonna lie, the designs were cool. I can definitely see they were going for that OG Hustler vibe. But then when you go on the actual Hustler website, they're not designing anything like that. Like, I went to the Hustler store here in Hollywood, and I went to see like, hey, maybe if they had that collab with Dolls Kill or He Who Shall Not Be Named, that maybe, you know, they would have cute shit in their freaking store, bitch. But they sure did not. They had just like regular Hustler. Like, I was like, why are you giving your best stuff to a collab? You know what I mean? Your best stuff should be for you in your stores. And because it's tied with such a problematic company, like, I didn't want to buy it. Like, I totally would have bought it. It came in plus sizes, it had cute hats and everything, but I was like, you know, I don't know how I feel about this. I feel they need to give their best designs to themselves. Be a little selfish, honey. So for some runner-ups of brands that I feel should revive themselves, Baby Fat. What has happened to Baby Fat? I don't even know. I don't really see it much even on Depop. What I love about brands like Baby Fat and Apple Bottom and FUBU was, of course, they were designed with a curvy girl in mind. Apple Bottoms, Baby Fat, FUBU, like, why can't we bring that back? Now, I know FUBU recently also had a collab with Forever 21, and Forever 21, you know, sometimes they do cute, oh, there's a piece of fur freaking one around. Forever 21, sometimes they do have some cute stuff. I love Forever 21, but the older you get, like, the smaller Forever 21 seems. You know what I mean? Like, the older you get and you're further away from 21 and you're clearly not forever 21, okay? Yeah, I just can't do it. I would love to see Apple Bottoms come out with some new stuff. I would love to see FUBU, Baby Fat, like, and I'm pretty sure maybe they have new stuff. I need to research it more. That's just a little bit of an honorable mention, you know what I mean? But those 3 brands are the ones that I really feel would do super well if you just listened to their audience and brought back those OG designs. So that is it for today's video. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. Sound off in the comments below on your thoughts on this video. What brands do you feel should have a revival? What brands do you want to shop at? What were you wearing in the early 2000s? Just sound off in the comments. I love comments and it also helps me out. Yes, it does. So I love you, my little trash stars. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. I will leave all that information down below. As always, I love you, my trash stars, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah! Bye!